Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here with a collective reading for you. Thank you very much for clicking here. If you are brand new, I hope you will stay. That subscribe button is right where it should be. Please hit the bell button as well because, yeah, sometimes my uploads can get a little erratic and I'm dealing with sort of a sick person in my house right now. So, all right, here we go for my beautifuls. Let's take a look. Take a look for the collective. You're going to have to put on your hat because I will call out the signs as I need to as they pertain to whatever information is going on, but you're going to need to put on your intuitive hat. Here we go for the collective. Tell me about the energies today, please. Lovers is on the bottom. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse. We have the Magician in the reverse. Wow, 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 wow. Somebody's been manipulated. Someone has been manipulated. Someone has been thrown into a third party that is no longer. The Three of Cups is in the reverse. I feel like all the emotion poured out of this. Somebody found out that somebody was cheating on them. That's what it feels like. Somebody had another person, whether that is in text or whatever your definition of cheat is. We all have a different version of that, but we have the Page of Cups in the reverse, which tells me that someone wasn't really sorry for the situation that they put you in, or maybe this is the energy of your person. Flip it as you need to. It is a general reading. We have the Magician. I feel like somebody was manipulated or feels manipulated. I feel like somebody feels that someone else was using every trick in the book to hide this third party. That there was unrequited love in a situation with two people because there was a third involved. And I feel like somebody has brought forward this energy of, I feel somebody got found out. That's what it feels like. We've got the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. It's been a burden. We've got the Three of Coins in the reverse. The partnership is done. Ooh. Yeah, wow. So it feels like a blink of an eye. And I know for us, because we are in this earthly place where time takes forever for us, understand that it is just like that for those who are not in this realm. And it feels like as soon as it started, it was over. It feels like that this person wanted to start brand new, maybe try and fix the relationship, it didn't work. Somebody found out about this third party and closed the cycle. And closing a cycle is way different than closing a chapter. Closing a chapter is way different than closing a cycle. Because cycles happen all the time. They open and close, right? But the world, that's the door slam. That's the door slam. That's locking all the locks, putting nails in the door. That's like, we're done. That's not writing another chapter. That's throwing away the book, burning it, burying it, whatever it is. That's the big time ending. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This was a long-term relationship. It feels like somebody was in a relationship with someone else for a very long time. And unfortunately, this abundant relationship is no longer. And it's because somebody walked outside the relationship. And then when their person came to fix it, because, the thing is about a cheater is the cheater is always going to project. Right? So whoever's cheating on you is always going to make you feel like the cheater. That's the way stuff goes down when someone isn't accountable for their own energy. So I feel like we have someone here who may have felt that, may have felt at times that they were fighting for the relationship, but at times they felt manipulated and they didn't understand that what was going on was this. They really weren't in love with them. Or you, whatever way you're taking that. So somebody had opened the cycle. For me, this fool ends up being, I don't want to be foolish anymore. Yeah, I don't want to be played the fool. And this person decides that they are going to close this chapter. Ace of Wands is in the reverse. I think that this relationship, before it went under, the only thing that was holding it up was passion. And it might have been someone who was luring someone else back to a relationship. And that happens a lot, right? It happens a lot where, especially if it's a marriage, you've accumulated a family and a home and, you know, all the things that go along with that. Who wants to let go? You're always going to go back in and see if you can fix it. But I think what ended up happening here is there was only room for passion. And when the passion was gone, that's when it fell apart. Yeah. So we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, somebody closed the door because their heart was broken. And, you know, I don't necessarily see this as heartbreak. It is swords. It's connection and communication that was cutting and hard. It made you bleed. You know, some words can make you bleed. Words are important. How you use them, how you enunciate them, how you use them in a sentence, it all is important. And it can all lead to cutting someone if you're not careful. We have the King of Coins in the reverse. I feel like when this relationship, this long-term relationship goes under, somebody gets impacted in their pentacles. And then somebody has to turn away from you and turn toward the pentacles and say, yeah, I got to work on money because there's no stability now, right? Somebody has made a decision. There's no more overwhelm. Seven of Cups in the reverse is I've made the decision. I've made the decision. I'm not going to be manipulated anymore. I'm going to fight for my pentacles. And yeah, those words were cutting, but you know what? I'm the one that closed the door. I'm not getting, somebody here has taken charge of their own life. They're not sitting in a relationship where they know somebody's not in love with them. This person's like, fine, that's fine. I'll just move along then. Okay. Because somebody feels as though there is a soulmate. For some of you, you felt as though this person was your soulmate. And I'm sorry to tell you, this was a karmic. Because the world card wouldn't have showed up if it was a soulmate. The world card is specifically telling you it's time to learn your lesson. It's time to receive your karma. And once you learn that lesson, you will never go back. And that's why the impact of the world card is so big. Yeah. It's the last step before you start again. And so you have to learn the lessons or you will repeat. And the world card demands you learn the lesson and receive the karma so you don't repeat. It is time to carry on brand new. So we have the Six of Cups. I feel like for some of you, you thought that you were in a relationship with a soulmate. It was not a soulmate because a soulmate would never do that to you, first of all. And I feel like for others of you if this is something that you resonate with, I feel as though there is someone that feels like home to you. Oh, there could be children. Yeah, Charlie's right. There could be children as well. And it might be so heartbreaking to close it might have not have been an easy thing to do because there's a family involved here. We have the King of Cups in the reverse, which tells me whoever this is, collective you or your person, I feel like you can't get a hold of your emotions. Overly emotional, having emotional outbursts, not really being yourself, being kind of out of sorts when it comes to your emotional energy. And it is not only because of the Three of Swords, but also because the King of Coins is in the reverse. This person has to go and whoever they were with has impacted their finances. It feels like somebody was overspending. Somebody was tired of doing all the heavy lifting. The Three of Pentacles is about partnership, right? It can be about business as well. And it could be that we went from the King of Coins to the Three of Pentacles. Somebody was doing all the heavy lifting and not feeling all the financial benefits of that because someone else was doing all the spending. Then they noticed that was going on. And that's why they start to backtrack. But wait a second. The impact of the finances, wait a second, somebody's really manipulating me here. What's going on? The heartbreak comes, and then we've got the world card. There we go. Four of Wands in the future. Somebody is looking for stability. Somebody is looking for family. This, for some of you, might represent marriage. Ooh. If it does represent marriage, it's over. Yeah, it's over. And whoever the person was that you were waiting for is boomeranging back. That's my boomerang. The Eight of Cups in reverse. It's someone who walks away and then walks right back. So we have the High Priestess in the reverse. Somebody wasn't listening to their intuition. Also, the high priestess is the keeper of secrets, right? A lot of secrets came out. Secrets came out about someone they thought was a soulmate. Someone, and when those secrets came out, they realized that the Nine of Cups was no longer viable. Yeah, I'm sorry if that was you. That's terrible. I'm sorry if that's the hard energy you're going through. We've got the King of Cups, who is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. King of Coins, who is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We do have the High Priestess, who is Pisces. We have Aries and the Fool. The World card will represent the final step or the final stages. I'm never going back, and that is very fixed energy, which is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. We also have the Magician here. So we have the Page of Coins. Something is about to begin brand new. Yeah. Something is about to begin brand new here. I feel like secrets come to the surface, and someone here has got a really has really had a hard time, has a broken heart. They've lost their Nine of Cups. They're concerned about their children. Secrets are coming out. It's making them, you know, up in their feels here. The King of Coins, it's financially impacting them. Their heart is broken. This is really heavy energy. But it had to happen because you might be dealing with a fixed sign, right? And that is why the Tower might show up, because a fixed sign won't move. Yeah, you make a decision and you won't move. And some people, make no mistake about it, will stay in the marriage, whether it's happy or not, because they think they should, because they signed a piece of paper. And they will stay there unhappy, unfulfilled. But this person didn't. This person didn't, because Scorpio got intervened here. Scorpio intervened and said, it's time to move. I hope that was something that you wanted to hear. It's a message that I have today for the current energies. If this makes sense to you, because, you know, it's always for me, it's like coming in on, you know, like the 10th chapter of a 20 chapter book, and I got to figure out what's going on. So I feel like for some of you, it is going to happen. We do have a very small thing, something that has been growing in the 3D, something material, something you can touch, taste, hold. That might be a person or a thing, a situation. But I feel that there's a lot of things that are coming to the surface, and this seems like a good chapter, and we should continue it tomorrow. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to go. Oh, by the way, if you want a reading based on this energy, if this is your story, please go look below for the yellow dot. That's Wizio. You can go over to Wizio where you can book me there. I'm going to go for now. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.